Good morning, guys. It is a not so sunny but very calm and nice morning. The wind is gonna pick up a little bit later, so I'm prepping some coffee, and I'm gonna take it on the paddleboard and just give myself a little tour before the workday starts. I have a lot to do today. Yesterday was raining all day, so I couldn't continue any outdoor project I was on. So yeah, I have some small painting I have to do, and yeah, you will see later on. I'm just waiting for the water to boil right now, and then I'm gonna put the paddleboard in the water. I think I was too slow. The wind is already here, and I think it's gonna pick up, so it's not a good idea to take the paddleboard outside of the islands anymore. Guess it's gonna be morning coffee at the boat, but that's not bad either. Then I can tell you a little bit of the projects for today. One thing that I have to fix is that I have a small leak on the diesel tank. Well, it's actually not the diesel tank itself that is leaking, but I opened it last year and we have a new sealing, so I'm just gonna open it again. But it's not difficult, it's just hard to get to because there is other things going above the diesel tank, like some hoses, so it's just to have room for that. But I think it's gonna work, I guess, fairly easy. I hope so. And I hope I don't have any more leaks. I had some indication that there is a little bit of a leak where the diesel filling hose is coming in, so I had to look into that, and if that's the case I have to find a firm that can fix it for me. But that's one of the things. Then I started to paint some things outside. You can see this thing here, but after I painted it, it started to rain, so I don't know if I have to just remake everything. It shouldn't rain, so I'm a little bit disappointed. What more? Yesterday when it was raining, I actually found one of the water leaks, so I'm gonna make sure that's not leaking anymore. Like on a boat like this, there will, if it's heavily raining for days after days, I think it's quite easy to get some water into the boat. But as many things you can fix, the better. I guess there is like a few places maybe there water can come in at the moment, but it's not a lot. It's just you can see like some drops of water in some places. It turned out I had too much diesel in the tank, but there is no lack of other things to do. I realized that this pressure reducer does not work anymore, so I'm gonna change it for a new one. So I also would like to have the opportunity to turn the gas off from inside, so I don't have that solution yet, but in order to do that you need a different kind of adapter here. So I got a new one that has that opportunity, so you can take this off and install that later on when I have time to do the wiring. So I think that's gonna be good. I've tried already to pull this off, but it's not possible, so I'm just gonna cut the hose. Like that, and since I also almost taken everything out of here. By the way, now I've learned that this is not called tubes in English, so this is a bottle, apparently. I also gonna check because this is the drain underneath here, so it's good to see that it's open and there is no things that will block it, and at least there is no water here. But I'm also gonna find something to, maybe I can just take the screwdriver. Yeah, it seems to be open nicely all the way out. That's good. Another thing I would like to do when I'm actually doing things here, because here is the shore power. I don't know how well you can see now. Maybe it's too close up, but where the cables goes into the boat, I would like to make that even a little bit better, because I really don't want to get water inside from here. So everything that can be fixed, good to fix before it happens something. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up those holes. Also, maybe I should do the wiring for the navigation light that is here. This is something we made really like hectic, because we didn't think we would night sail so fast, so the lanterns is not mounted correctly, so it's a good day to fix that. I did not thought this through really. I got a really good idea because when I tried to drill the first time, I had old drills, so I thought that was the problem, so I got brand new ones. But I still can't get through the plate, so I thought I use this teak left over to just put it here and then screw it from the backside. But in my mind I still had the idea that this one would be using screws going all the way through. So I drilled 2 big holes, and now I will have a really hard time to find a screw that is big enough to actually attach in these holes, but small enough to fit in this little space here. Hopefully some... and it also has to be short enough to not go through here. So the other thing, maybe... no, like you see, this is the problem. I could have used the screw like this, and it would have fitted like this, but it does not attach. It's just 2 big holes. It would have been so good with those screws, but I can't use them. I'm gonna make a new big hole. It's gonna be an even bigger hole. I think that's the only way of fixing it now. Gonna move it a little bit further down. So everything is mounted outside, so I just run the new cable in and gotta connect it to the old one. So that's just gonna be it, and then it's gonna work.
Perfect.
When it's getting darker outside, it's good to have some indoor fixing to do as well. So I got my inverter quite a while ago, but as you can see, it's not installed yet, and that is because it was really tricky to find a place for it. But now I figured out what to do. So on this wall here next to the engine, the charger has been placed, so well, it's lying here at the moment. But I figure out if I just move it a little bit up, I can fit the inverter underneath and still get it close. Both of them, of course, should preferably be very close to the batteries. It's gonna come with some work, because if I put this one above, then I don't have the space on the side here that I want. So that's why I think that's better to move this one. And it's gonna come with some other complications. You can see, I don't know, this is really hard to see, but you can see on the stair it's been cut out here for the charger. Since I'm moving it, probably need to cut out higher up, and also I need to cut out even more for this one because it's thicker, but I will do that tomorrow. So just to get everything in place by now. finally everything is in place. I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.